Hey, it's Graham Taylor here at Hudson Rose, talking about what happens if you want to get out of your mortgage early. I'm sure we all want to get out of our mortgage early. That's the aim, right? Pay it off as quickly as possible. However, if you've taken a rate of interest with a provider such as a fixed rate or a tracker rate, you might have what's called an early repayment charge. And what that means is if you pay your mortgage off sooner than the product ends, so if you either move house or a rich aunt dies and leaves you loads of money and you pay your mortgage off, the lender's going to charge you a penalty to pay that mortgage off sooner than you've agreed. The reason being is because when they price the mortgage rates and they work out what they're going to lend to you at, what rate they're going to lend to you at, they need to make sure they're going to hit the right levels of profit. So if you pay them off early, they don't make the money they were intended to make off it, so they charge you a fee, an early repayment penalty to do this. Now there's a couple of instances where you can do things without paying the early repayment charge, and one of those is if you move house. So let's take an example. If you're locked into a fixed rate for 5 years and 2 years in you think, do you know what, this isn't big enough anymore, we've now got 14 kids, we need to move to something a lot bigger, then what you can do is you can port the mortgage, all right? And that's when you're going to take your existing mortgage rate and you're going to go to your lender, you're going to apply for a new mortgage, but they're going to keep the rate and put it onto a new property, all right? So that sounds wicked. You just think, well, I'll just port the mortgage. Problem is, right, porting isn't actually a right. It's not part of your contract. It's a concession that the lender might give to you, subject to you being a suitable risk at the time. So if you are looking to move house and you've jacked your job in and you decided that you're going to go and do something that pays you no money whatsoever, and then you go to your lender and say, right, I'd like to port my mortgage, they're going to say no because it doesn't meet the affordability calculation at the time. So the key thing is porting. It can be done and you can avoid paying an early repayment charge, but it's not a right to do so. The other way is what happens when you pay off your mortgage early is you could have a product with no early repayment charges, which sound like the absolute best thing you could ever have, right? They tend to be found on tracker rates, on variable rates, so rates that go up and down as the market changes, but you can get the flexibility there. So again, if you're taking a new mortgage out and you're thinking, oh, I might need to pay this off before the agreed period, then doing a bit of research, making sure you get the right product for those circumstances is key. So you don't want to tie in too long, and if you can get someone with no early repayment charges and happy to ride the rate roller coaster, that's a new one as well. Rate roller coaster sounds good, doesn't it? Anyway, you could do that. So if you want any advice on all of this, the good news is we know what we're doing, all right? So you can give us a call, we can sort it all out for you. So do like us, do follow us, do share, do subscribe, do comment, do all that kind of fun stuff. And if you want any more information, check out hudson-rose.co.uk and I will see you soon. Bye.